Yeah, we got to frustrate the game. How though? So do we want to go 3 cards around?
I think that's a good.
You have 7 cards out there, so that's 3 out of your 4, which is less than half the cards in your hand you can play.
Yeah.
That's really frustrating. Okay, so 3.
Right, but we're also going to introduce cards that say play more cards.
Yep. So 3 cards a turn.
We have to frustrate it and then unfrustrate it.
Give the ability to unfrustrate it.
Exactly.
But it has to be rare.
I have to know exactly what cards has
Okay.
the word that says play extra card.
So 3 cards a turn. That's generic. We need 1 card that says. I'm gonna call it tell a story. And play as many cards as you want that round.
Nice, I love it.
Does this card have a symbol on it?
That's a good question. Does it have a symbol on it?
No. Can you play it on the competition?
Is that card part of the conversation cards or the environment cards, or is it
I like the idea of
different
having.
one?
I like the idea of having non-conversation cards.
I do too.
Like having.
It should be maybe different colors.
Tell it, yeah.
So it's easy to remember.
Yeah.
So,
that's another thing is that make the question cards and answer cards different colors.
So, or the heading is a different, or there's a block up here that's a different color. So the whole card doesn't have to be different.
You can add a big A here or big Q.
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
I think make a different card would be better.
Yeah. So tell a story. So you'd click on it, and then you'd be able to play as many cards as you want that round. But should you be able to only play on 1 question? Or does it matter? I think just being able to play a whole bunch of cards that round is like, oh, finally I can play more than 3 dang cards, right? What do you think?
Yeah.
Quad damage.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
What
It
else?
should be a not conversation card. There should be another card that
So
says
no symbols.
discard your entire hand and draw a new one.
Symbol. And you can play it when you want, right?
Yeah.
I can't spell. Oh my gosh. Dang. Symbols. Whatever. What was your card again?
Discard your entire hand or a part of your hand and draw new cards.
What will it be called? Name?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it says the name of the card would be, gosh, that could be the I got nothing card.
I got nothing.
If you play this card, can you play this turn? Maybe you can play this turn. That'll be.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have
No, I think
any
you
cards. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should be able to play this turn. You play. That's why you can kind of save it, right?
Alright, but maybe I got nothing means you -1 play. Like, so you can get an entire new hand, but now you can only play 2 cards.
Well, what
on that
about
turn.
just minusing swag?
Yeah, over 2. I got nothing.
Yeah, I just have one
Minus
question.
5
Like,
swag,
That's about right.
good amounts. So I got nothing. No symbols on it. I can't spell today. How do you spell symbols?
Yeah,
SYMBOL.
BOL.
No symbols. -5 swag. And you should discard as many cards as you want.
By the way,
many
where
cards
does
do you
this
want,
card
like?
come from? Does it come from this pile or this pile?
Your deck. Yeah, so it comes in here. So it'd be, if you get it, you can always just save it in your hand and you just hold on to it until you're ready to play it.
This card should be called Let Me Think for a Moment. And then there's I Got Nothing, which doesn't give you -swag, but you have no choice to discard your entire hand, right? Like that one's powerful because you get to choose which cards you're discarding,
It is powerful.
right? But it gives the penalty of -swag, right? Then there's you also have the one that's like that doesn't give you a penalty, but you have to discard your entire hand.
So what do you want to call this one then?
That one is Let Me Think for a minute, you know, or Let Me Think or something like that.
Yeah, this doesn't. The environment would, like that one forces you once in a while to just discard stuff. You don't get a choice. This one allows you to play it when you want, right? So I got nothing. There's no symbols. Discard hold hand, right?
Yeah. Draw a new hand.
And that one kind of stinks. Well, I guess that doesn't get played on you though. No, that's fine. Okay, what else? We need some more cards, and maybe you should have only one of these in your deck, a gameplay. Only one of these in your deck, a gameplay. Maybe tell a story. There's 2. So there's one of these, because these are pretty powerful cards, right? Tell a story should be like 2, because that's like awesome. And then this isn't always 3 cards a turn. Anything else, card-wise?
It should be like a double your swag card, like double your
That
swag
round?
this turn. Yeah, double your swag this round.
Oh,
But that comes along with the environment cards also, right? So,
Yeah, would that be an environment thing? Your best friend walks in, double your swag.
maybe music starts playing,
yeah.
double your swag.
Yeah, I don't know, like. Yeah, I just think it'd be cool to have like, oh, I have an awesome card. I could play that now, or I could wait for the double swag card. You know, like either one would be really good, and then I can wait for the double swag
Let's throw
card.
it in and test it.
Okay.
What do we call it?
I don't know.
On topic?
Or like Fonzified or something. I don't know. Like,
Oh, you might be losing some kids with that.
I think we might.
definitely.
Youth today suck.
We could call it Gangnam Style.
Lose all your swag.
Come on, that's great! That's it. Done. Thank you.
I've got some pictures of you all doing that.
Oh, great.
You can throw that in as one of the cards.
Done.
Lose all your swag.
Unfortunately, can't give you the one with Corinne in it, otherwise she'll fail me in the class.
Oh, that's rad. There's 1 in the deck. On
Gangnam Style, double swag this round.
Okay, what else?
Right, and I like these cards populating this.
Yes.
Because if we have a bunch, because like all of a sudden if we get a bunch of these cards, right? Like it's like, oh, I have all these bonus cards, but like I don't even have any conversation topics, right? Like, yeah, that would be great. So there should be a bunch of like clutch things that do that. Maybe instead of having text on these conversation cards, we can just put in extra cards that aren't conversations that do that. So like on topic streak or something that says if you play 3 symbols in a row, 3 matching symbols in a row, you get bonus swag, right? Because then, well, like let's say, so it'll say, so the card will read, I don't know, if you play 3 cards, or if you play 3 symbols, or 3 matching symbols in a row, or 3 of the same symbol in a row, you get +5 swag, right? It's actually kind of a lame card, but the reason that card is in there is to not be a conversation card, right? It's there kind of like as a garbage card, right? Like, oh, this kind of is good.
On topic.
Yeah. Or you could make it, like flat rate would be the lamest thing that you could do. Double swag would be the awesomest, right? Because if you had like, if it said double your swag if you play 3 symbols in a row, and then you'd have like, and then if you're clever enough, you could have like skull, triangle, X, skull, triangle, X, skull, triangle, X, double your swag, awesome, I'm the master, you know?
So, but this should actually be play 3 cards with the same symbol.
That would be very hard for me, I guess.
Right.
Maybe matching symbols. Play 3 cards that match target.
Okay.
I can do that
All
very
symbols
easily.
match or what?
No,
I
not
was
all
thinking-
symbols. Just you can score for playing your cards. That's what I mean.
Well, it's fine. Let's just do it.
Let's do
Let's do what's easiest to code, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, we're just,
Yeah.
you know.
So, okay, say that again.
So when you play 3 cards, that you gotta
So show me with these cards. What cards would I play? Just point.
I get it. So instead of saying play any matching symbols, play 3 X's this turn and get bonus.
Since this has an X,
Got it.
you play this one, right? This one, and this one.
No, it's like you said, matching symbols are not exactly the same symbols.
Okay.
3 times. So
What I said is that I think what Max is saying is that like what I'm saying is a little more difficult to code because I'm saying if you match any symbol 3 times, get bonus swag, right? That's
So
a
in
little
this
more
one, we matched 3 X's, so I'd get +5 to whatever I got.
right.
Oh,
for
no,
instance.
no. Okay, this one is perfect.
It depends on. I guess
So,
it'll depend on like
I just
what you're facing.
I match this.
So
I match this.
which will be hard to do. Like facing
So
directional.
I get swag for 3 turns, for 3 cards, and then
Track of what like
get extra swag.
if you press left.
And it's
got
like a
it.
multiplier if you play the same.
So that's because you matched 3 hats.
No. That's because I gain swag for playing this card.
Oh, he's saying he got. If you get positive swag 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
So make 3 matches.
Yeah, make 3 matches. This is exactly what on topic means, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right. But we already have a system to reward players for matching, which is the swag. I think having that having a card that says play 3 hats this turn and get +5 swag would be a good card to add. Not because it's a great card, but because it's not a great card, right? So play 3 hats and get +5 swag, right? Oh, this card is kind of meh, but it's in my hand, so now what do I do with it? Oh, I just got to discard my entire hand, yeah, you better believe that card's going in there, right? But, if I have 3 hats, yeah, sure, I'll play that this turn, might as well.
What do you think? Like we try the fruit ninja mechanic, like where you play 3 cards, you get more swag. You play a 4th card, you get super swag, like that. Do we need extra cards for that, or do we just? It's a part of the game. Like if you continue making good conversations, you get extra swag.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Could it be part of the game?
But
instead
then, would we take away using 3 cards a turn?
Yeah, that would take away.
So you wouldn't be able to do that. But I see where you're going.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do the 3 singles.
Right,
Yeah.
it's the hat trifecta,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You played
That's
So
not
play
awesome
3 of the
card.
same symbol? Or say
3
on
of
it.
3 of a specific symbol.
So
and double your
play 3
hats.
example hats. Get +5. So
Right. That might be too lame. Maybe we can double the swag for that round, something like that. I don't know.
well, that's the one before.
Another question is,
Yeah.
what do we do with this?
Buy.
Yeah.
This should have more of the stuff we talked about in it.
So what does those stuff do? What I mean?
So we talked about doing the food, right?
Yeah.
That should add to your overall score at the end of the game. So it's all that's for. So if you buy, instead of buying a burger and fries for your date, you buy the ravioli and French bread, then that gives you like massive bonus points towards the end game score. So does that make sense? So that helps with get a second date, get a kiss, or get a girlfriend, right? So if you can get enough points to buy the lobster and steak, that's like a guaranteed kiss, right? It'll skip right past second date. You're guaranteed second date.
What are we
Right.
teaching these
I don't
children?
know. It's just, I mean, the idea is like being able to spend your swag. I told you to spend, but
But then I will just save all my swag for the end term.
yeah. Well, unless
Now
you
we're-
start getting environment cards that are for smelling and for bad breath, stuff like that, then you need to combat that with buying shirts and stuff.
No, I will just buy these 2 at the first of my turn, and then I will save all my swag for the steaks and bread.
But that's okay. I mean, that's the point, right? To get enough swag to buy the good stuff. They make it hard to get it. Like in... What am I thinking?
Well, here's another idea. What if we have the environment card that says time to buy dinner, right? Like it says time to buy dinner, and then you're forced to buy food,
That.
right?
And if you don't have, depending on what money you have by then,
Right.
what you've spent it on.
And oh, what a lame round. It was time to buy dinner was the first card that came up, and all I could afford was You know, gummy bears, right? It's the worst date ever, right? Yeah, but like you're waiting for that environment card to come up, and like, so it could be, it's kind of luck based, right? If it comes at the end, you're almost guaranteed to get the steak and lobster because you've built up all the swag. If it comes in the middle, which is more likely, you just have to play smart so that when it comes up, you're able to play.
I think we should set the time. So that way, every time you play, everybody gets a fair chance of getting so much, earning enough to that round. So like, maybe round 10 is you buy dinner.
Okay.
So yeah, your conversation, or
I
switch
like
it
to
up.
make it random because that would add more surprise.
We can make it
I
random
like it surprised, but if you played it
after
twice,
5, right?
So if I
yeah,
played
yeah.
it, if I played, yeah. So if I played it, and I got it on the second round, that sucks.
By dinner,
I can make it.
But you play it and you get on 10th round, you're like, oh, look, I'm awesome at this game. I'm like, oh, I suck. Because I never got to play dinner. You know, like, I only got to play French fries. And that's it. That's all we ate. It's
A French
awful.
fry.
French fry.
You get the pity fry.
Yeah, right?
Like,
So maybe you're right. Maybe like at 5 rounds or at 7 rounds, that's the dinner card, right? Or we could have two things, right? Appetizer. So when they come around for drinks and appetizers, so you can buy stuff then. And then it comes around in like 5 more rounds later, which that feels like that when you're at a
now,
restaurant.
here's my question: what you're spending swag on this, right?
Yes.
What do you get from buying the dinner? Do you get more swag? So you're basically just like
You'd have to get something.
No,
buy swag to get swag, or
actually, what I thought with the whole
Which
inventory
is-
mechanic is like
That's real life, right?
you need to already buy dinner and put it in your inventory, so that when the environment card is played, if you have that in your inventory, you don't lose any swag, or if you don't have it, you lose like double the swag or something.
But if you think about it like at a restaurant, you can't order dinner until the waiter comes up, right?
and that's kind of the event. Is that like it's like, oh, it's time to order. How awesome are you now? You know.
So it forces you that round to get something.
Right.
You're
and
welcome
like,
to buy whatever you want, I
and
guess, right?
maybe different food gives you different bonuses. Like it gives you like, you know, you bought steak and lobster, you get +5 swag